guys, it's Kara. So today I'm going to be showing you one way that you can make your own doll eyes. So the first step before you even buy the parts or things that you need to make the eyes is you're going to have to figure out what size eyes you need for your doll. So here I have a doll family A practice head, and she's kind of messy. I've been practicing some face-ups on her, so she's a little messy, but you're going to need something that you can use to measure her eye socket. And when I say measure her eye socket, I mean the widest part of her eyes. So whether that's the length or the width or whatever, you're going to need to measure it just to check. So you can use kind of like a plastic ruler, and it has to have millimeter measurements. So I'm going to try to get this on the camera so you guys can see it, but you would just measure across, and it looks like her eye is about 13 millimeters. So usually they go in even numbers, so you would go up to a 14 millimeter. You could also try a 12 on her, but you might be better off with the 14 to make sure that you don't have any gapping on the edge of the eye. So if you want to get fancy, if you think you're going to be measuring a lot of doll eyes, you can use this little tool. It's called a micrometer, and it's adjustable with this little turny wheel on the bottom here. It gets bigger and smaller. So you can also do the same thing as you would with the ruler and line up the edges of that to get your measurement. And it's going to be a little more precise. So this one, it actually is telling me 12.5 for her eye. So once you have your measurements, you can choose how you're going to make your eyes. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use some pre-made eyes that I bought from Junkie Spot. And this is kind of the final piece that you're going to end up with. And it's made of plastic. And this is a pair that I did. I used some acrylic paint and some glitter. And just filled in, try to get it zoom in. Oh, no, it's not going to focus. Just filled it in with the color and the glitter. The benefit of these eyes and why I wanted to make this for the first tutorial is you get all the pieces that you need to assemble the eyes. You get the back of the eye, so this is the back right here. You get the flat piece that goes into the back. So there's this little disc here that fits into the back, or into this, yep, this back piece here. You also get the clear part. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. It's kind of like one of those little river marble things. And then you would get the front of the eye. And all of these pieces just snap together with one another. And you don't really need any tools to assemble it, other than whatever materials you're going to use to color the iris and the pupil. So the manufacturer for these eyes, these are from Junkie Spot, they recommend that you paint directly onto the clear part. And I'll insert a couple of pictures of me, the process of creating the eyes that way. And the final effect that you're going to get when you do it that way is something like this. So, hopefully you can see that. So it's basically like you can add the pupil, and you're going to paint the pupil first. And I use this little dotting tool. And that's just it's like a nail art tool. So you can dip that in the paint and then press it in the center. And I had to try a few times, and when I say a few times, I mean like 7 times for each eye. So if you don't get it right the first time, or if it's an oval or whatever, you can just wipe it off and try again. And what I would recommend is once you get that black pupil down, go over the pupil, the acrylic paint, with some clear nail polish. When I did another experiment with these eyes. And I did the black people just like I did on the last one. But I used some silver nail polish. And there's actually parts where the silver nail polish ate away at the pupil. Can you see that? So like, or the pupil. So it was a perfect circle before I added the nail polish, but then once I added the nail polish, it ate away some of that. So the way you can get around that is to add the clear nail polish over the top. And I would do that with anything that anywhere you're using acrylic paint, because this plastic, I don't know that the acrylic paint will stick to it super great because it's so smooth. So I would definitely, once you put the acrylic paint on however you want, or if you can use nail polish, you don't need to do that, but if you use acrylic paint, just put a clear coat of nail polish over it. Another thing you can do is you can use, and I use this on the green pair, you can use glitter. So if you're a scrapbooker or if you do rubber stamps or anything, I got this glitter on Amazon for like $4, a big thing of it, and I'll probably never use the whole thing. But you can do those cool like fantasy glitter eyes and that kind of thing. If you're not really interested in doing the painting yourself, or if you don't feel like you're super artistic, you can actually print out, and I'll show you the printout that I did. You can print out pictures of eyes. And I would try to make it so that the entire iris is visible. So this is like person doing a crazy eye, but that'll give you the best result when you're cutting it out. So then I've actually cut out one of those, so you can see it right here. And what you would do is you'd take your little circle dude, your little circle disc thing, and you'd glue the picture right onto there, and you're done. You can assemble the eye once it's dried. Just don't be impatient like me. Let it dry all the way. And you have your own eyes, and they'll give you more of a realistic feel. But play around with it. See what you like. So now I'm going to show you, and I'm sorry I can't focus in anymore. It's just the way my tripod setup is right now. I'll just show you how you put together one of the eyes. So step 1, you decorate your eye. Step 2, you take the clear part that you decorated and you stick it into this part here. And I go back to my little dotting tool. You want to make sure it's clean, of course. And I'm just gonna press it down until it's flat in there. So you see that? So you just want to make sure, and you can press with your finger too, but just make sure it's flat. And then once you're done with that, you're gonna set this aside and make sure it's flat while it's set aside as well. And you're gonna take your disc and snap it into the stem base. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt. And it actually, in the instructions that came with it, it says swearing optional, cursing optional. Alright, so you're gonna be left with that. Sorry that went off camera, I think, but you're just gonna snap the small side of the disc. There's gonna be a small side and a wider side. You're gonna stick the small side into that, and you're gonna end up with this. And then the last step is you're gonna take your eyeball that you assembled and your base, and you're gonna press those together like that. And you're gonna twist it and you're gonna press it, and ta-da! You have an eye. And it's really easy, you know? I mean, it takes a little muscle sometimes to get it in, but these are really fun. Just really straightforward, and they're pretty inexpensive too. If you were gonna buy a set of eyes, you can get cheap acrylics for $4 maybe, but you get a pack of 10 eyes, so 5 sets total for $20. So really it's a good deal, and it's fun to just play around and really versatile. So and I'll actually show you how a couple of these will look on my little thing here. So can you see that? Oh, let's see. Yeah, there you go. So you can get a really cool effect, like with the glitter, or if we want to try this one with the nail polish. That one looks pretty. Yeah. So, and these come in a few different sizes. So if you have one of the common sizes for the eyes, then that might be a good option. That's it for me. You guys have a good day. Bye.